There is a subtype of doomerism, which is a little more interesting.
Hmm.
Industry and technology specific doomerism.
Mm.
Imagine someone at a typewriter corporation in 1982 saying, guys, this we're circling the drain here. There's not left. There's anything left. You could say, oh, what a doomer. That person's right. But the thing is, you can't just be a doomer and say this industry is going, because how is the economy overall exploding with just one industry sinking? With other industries have to be going up. So you can be a doomer and say, well, this industry is going down the drain, but I think this other industry is just going to blow up or is blowing up. That industry has to get siphoned off somehow. What killed the typewriter wasn't the fact that it became a bad technology. It was always great. It was getting better. The best typewriters in the world were made in the last days of the typewriter. Things were just getting better the whole time. The computer replaced them. Now, can you imagine telling a story to shareholders and be like, guys, the typewriter industry is going away, like 1983 or something?
Right.
And they're like, are there any other industries I should invest in? You're like, honestly, it's bleak times. No. Someone would shake the crap out of you on the stage, be like, invest in everything tech that you possibly can, and you'd be a fucking trillionaire by 2015.
Right.
Can you imagine? There was a guy, my wife and I were watching this thing called 80s video dating. It's ridiculous videotapes of people trying to be like, hello, my name is John, and I like girlfriend. It's really awkward. One of the guys, this was filmed in the late 80s, and he's super nerd. He's like, my name's whatever. And he's like, and I'm interested in every facet of data processing. And I was like, there's guaranteed that guy's $50 million net worth by now. Because if you were
Yeah,
doing that shit in
exactly.
the late 80s, oh my God, you're like the first guy on the floor at Cisco, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all these
Yeah. Yeah.
companies, like no one knew what data was. It's like guys today being like, oh, I work for a company called Microsoft or OpenAI. You'd be like, oh my God, you're in the best place
Yeah.
possible. So early Google, that kind of thing. So doomerism can be industry specific, but
Sure.
again, for good reasons, not just like, oh, I don't know. And then a lot of people get another thing wrong. They think that really crazy revolutionary breakthroughs are somehow a net negative. So people will talk
Mm.
about AI as
Yeah.
being like, AI is going to put us all out of work. I think just most people just don't know enough basic economics to understand how that would happen. And the story they tell is just wrong. Like if you were in an Econ
Yep.
101 class, that would be
Agreed.
wrong. And another way to think about it is just the positives. Like if you're scared of AI, please understand that let's say we have human level intelligence, but it's available cloned as many times as you want through like GPT. Chat GPT, let's say it's human grade intelligence. You can do anything a human can.
Okay.
How much does it cost to operate? I don't know, like 20 cents a day? Like you just got human labor for 20 cents a day. Like, okay, what project did you want to work on at your company? Before you answer me, don't, because the answer is any project you want. We
Yeah.
have
The
now
answer is
empowered
all of them.
at the same time, we have now
Yeah.
empowered every small business to expand in essentially almost any way that it wants to. Holy crap, this is bigger than the internet. This is bigger than electricity. This is the most wealth creating thing of all time. How can you be a doomsayer about this? And so it all comes back to this. Most people that are doomsayers, first of all, I just wouldn't use their financial advice on anything, because unless they're incredibly well timed, they're going to cost you money. People saying
Oh,
like, "Oh, I pull back from stocks and get into gold for the next couple of years." You're like, "Oh, really? How many years? Why?
yeah.
Where is this proximate event that's going to occur? How much of your money are you willing to bet that it's going to occur? What about offsetting variables? Like, yeah, there could be a war with China, and in the same month, smarter than human intelligence just discovered, and we just keep going up and to the right. Like, oh, yes, that didn't matter. I mean, imagine if during a war with Germany in 1939, 1941, etc., you like pulled out all of your stocks and went to gold. It'd be the stupidest thing you could ever done in your entire life. American companies don't go out of business; they just cranked like crazy. And then the 1940s, 50s, and 60s, you would have made a fucking $1 trillion.